The Last of Us isn't just about infected. Sometimes the humans are worse. From religious cults to slave trading cycles, these factions will make you wish you were dealing with clickers instead. Today, we are ranking the most dangerous group in the series, from bad to straight up evil. Kicking off with the Rattlers. The Rattlers are more like a hunter. They ambush travelers and steal their supply. But what makes them different from a hunter is they take it as far as enslaving their victim. And once they do that, you won't be taken care of. And if you resist this enslavement, you'll be hanged on a pillar and left to rot, and eventually you will die. Victim of this are Lev and Abby. You could see Abby before she encountered the Rattlers. She was jacked and healthy. After that, you could see her when Ellie released her from the pillar. She was so lean. It's just to show how brutal the Rattlers really are. And what makes them really dangerous is they have no belief system, no rules. They're just driven by cruelty and power. The most disturbing trait is that they chain up infected or chain up their victim just for amusement, and like they gain entertainment through suffering. That's why I had to put them at the top of the list of Ruthless group and unredeemable group in The Last of Us. Just coming in close is David, the cannibal. At first impression, David is a preacher who led a group of survivors, but the actual truth is a fucking psychopath and a cannibal. He engaged in cannibalism, and not just for survival, for fucked up shit. David's true nature shows signs of manipulation and grooming behavior. When Ellie met him, it was a traumatic time for Ellie. He caged Ellie, mistreated her, and also tries to kill her. Fucking alive. He knocked a 14-year-old girl around, caging her, traumatizing her, and trying to cut her off alive with a fucking knife. This guy is not just doing it to survive. He has crossed the line. And for the fact that he was leading these survivors, he didn't tell them what the source of their food was coming from. To their knowledge, they were eating normal food. The preacher, the humble man of God, was providing them food to eat. They didn't bother to question. So without their say or any vote, this sick man was feeding them human being to eat. So David isn't just a survivor. He has crossed the line. He has stepped into that boundary of psychopathic behavior and manipulation, which is covered by a leader and a preacher. That's why David will be at number 2 of this list. The Seraphites. On the surface, the Seraphites are nature-loving, spiritual, and back to the old ways. They believe that they were meant to live off the earth, not needing of technology and, other shit, bro. All of their actions are driven by their religious belief and about this woman they worship. But underneath those religious masks, in reality, they're extremely brutal and stealthy. What makes them dangerous is their extreme religious practice. They believe that anyone who doesn't align with their religious belief are meant to be condemned. So what they do, they perform ritualistic killing and strict punishment for the cleansing of soul. They also go far as anyone who doesn't align with their religious belief are instantly condemned. Stories from Lev prove that Lev was born a girl, but he identified as a boy and eventually shaved his head. A male Seraphites found what he had done, and they literally chased this boy and tried to cleanse his soul. For them to go this far, trying to kill a boy because it doesn't align with your religious, it's just damn unforgivable. Who knows what else they would have done? Who knows what other little boy or little girl would have done to the that they consider that as unpure. For the fact that they will go to an extreme length, do anything just for their religious belief, is why they are the most one of the most dangerous factions in The Last of Us. The Wolf, they began as a resistance fighter like the Fireflies against the Federal, but after they won the war, they became what they were actually fighting for. The Wolf are one of the most strongest factions in The Last of Us. They have crazy resources like heavily powered guns, truck, trained dog, and patrol units. When they started to go off the rails, it's their battle with the Seraphites. This war have gone for so long, deaths among both sides. Any victims they capture, the wolf engaged in torture, in some cases enslavement. The moment they lost sight of what they actually fought for was the path they planned to have a mass invasion and planning genocide of rival faction. They plan to invade Seraphites and wipe out every single one of them. The wolf are consist of good people, individuals, friends, and loyalties. But as a group, as a system, they're very much ruthless and dangerous, but still redeemable.